From a psychological perspective, we all struggle with ugly, unacceptable feelings, and we often try to hide those feelings from ourselves and the world. Supporting a bully is a perfect way to express cruelty and hate without having to own them oneself. But here's the thing. While bullies can do tremendous damage to their victims, they also damage themselves, and those who support them are equally at risk. Their sense of well-being and identity is ultimately at risk. When someone bullies another person, it's an attempt to exert control and an attempt to make one feel better by making someone else feel worse. Make no mistake, there is power in the ability to cause pain. And like drinking or drug use, for some people, this power trip acts as a numbing agent. It makes them forget their own pain, however briefly, but it doesn't last, and all it does is bring more pain. What you send out into the world is what comes back to you, always. So bullying other people in an attempt to drown out your own problems just magnifies and expands those problems. Why are many drawn to narcissistic people? If you keep finding yourself in relationships with narcissists, something else is going on. It's not a coincidence. There's something in you that is driving this behavior. It could be that you're repeating patterns from your past or are looking for a need, however self-destructive, to be met. If you experience narcissistic abuse as a child, many people who attract narcissistic partners as adults experience narcissistic abuse as children. If your narcissistic parent taught you through their words, actions, and values that you needed to act in a certain way to gather their love and attention, and if they taught you that you deserve to be ridiculed and manipulated, it's perfectly understandable that you will choose friends, partners who reinforce what you have learned to be true. If you have low self-esteem, if your self-esteem has been damaged, whether due to your upbringing, previous relationships, or other events which have happened to you, you may well be attracted to a narcissist who continues to put down your opinions and engages in other behaviors which signify to you that you're not good enough just as you are. You have codependent tendencies. Do you derive your sense of identity from taking care of other people? If you're a people pleaser who likes to be indispensable and is happy allowing your significant other to engage in a range of abusive or unacceptable behaviors, you may find that not only are you drawn to narcissists, but they are drawn to you. People with narcissistic tendencies will be able to identify partners who will allow them to be dominant, behave inappropriately, and be the center of attention. You're naive. Narcissists use a range of emotional manipulative behaviors in their relationships. If you're not this kind of person and are more naive in nature, you may simply be drawn into relationships with narcissists because you lack the ability to recognize what they are up to in the early stages. If you have a narcissistic parent, subconsciously or not, who possesses similar traits, our emotional minds seek familiarity and are compelled to repeat relationship patterns. While not romantic, parents symbolize our first love experiences. As a result, we are likely to replicate these experienced patterns or dynamics in our adult relationships. Empaths are drawn to narcissists, and narcissists love taking advantage. Since narcissists rely on exclusive focus and attention, an empathic person would naturally appeal to them. Women who are struggling with their own self-esteem issues, including a history of abuse, trauma, bullying, or identity issues, tend to attract narcissists. Narcissists can appear as if they are coming to your rescue, ready to lift you up, and they often start a relationship by love bombing you. In reality, these narcissists only use your insecurities to inflate their ego and keep you under their control. Often, one attraction to narcissists is out of their control and can be influenced by an unconventional upbringing. People who were raised by a narcissistic parent typically end up drawn to repeat these kinds of relationships. This is called repetition compulsion. a psychological phenomenon in which a person repeats a traumatic event or its circumstances over and over again, including reenacting the event or putting oneself in a situation where the event is likely to happen again. For people who often find themselves in this pattern, you must identify what it is that captures your attention and then use it to break the cycle, starting with what birthed these bad habits in the first place. You need to consciously stop associating with narcissists. They'll never be able to give you the love and care you need. It'll be better if you can commit to repairing your own childhood experience of being dropped by your narcissistic parent. If you find yourself attracted to those who bully or who have narcissistic tendencies, it's your choice to make the move to change this pattern in your life. Seek help from a mental health specialist. This pattern is unlikely to change without some type of help.